Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to work on an art journal page, but I recently watched Vicky's Vicky Papayano. I'm sure most of you know who she is. I love her, probably you do as well. I watched one of her videos that she worked on a disc-bound journal and she made it herself. So I got jealous and I wanted to work on a smaller surface and have some flexibility and work on pages that could be dimensional. And today I'm going to do that. I don't have the tools that she used to create the disc-bound journal, but I'm going to cut this mixed media paper by Ranger in sizes of 6 by 6 inches, and I will then see how I'm going to bind these as an art journal, and I will link down below her video for you to see how she did the disc-bound journal. So my inspiration comes from that. I'm going to use a Yupo paper because today I will use alcohol inks for the first time. I'm going to cut this Yupo paper in 6 by 6 as well. This Yupo paper, I will put the link down below, but I can say it's a bit thin, so I would recommend maybe Ranger's Yupo paper more. I sprayed my paper with isopropyl alcohol first for the alcohol inks to flow better, and I'm using Tim Holtz Ranger alcohol inks for this page. You will see the colors I'm using on the screen while I'm using them, so no worries. This one is from Stamperia. Stamperia has very nice colors of alcohol inks as well. So I chose according to the colors that I wanted to mix. I'm going over some pinks, olive greens and brown colors. And I used again isopropyl alcohol to make them blend. Ranger has a blending solution as well. I wanted to buy it, but it's out of stock somehow everywhere. So this time I'll use my alcohol, and sorry more for my head that gets in the way while I'm blowing through a straw to move the alcohol and blend them. I'm just seeing how it looks and then add colors as I go. I need to tell you my first experience with alcohol inks was very bad. We didn't like each other. I was very disturbed with the smell, and I didn't expect that strong smell. Then I couldn't move. I didn't know what to do. So I left it aside for a long time, and then I watched some videos and decided to work with them again. Here I used a little bit yellow ochre color to give a little bit lightness, and you need to leave it to air dry. I didn't use heat gun. Yupo paper is reacting to the heat gun. And alcohol inks need to sit on their own and move along. That's how they look beautiful. I'm going to cut this Yupo paper a little bit smaller than my mixed media paper to stick it on top of it, and I'm going to make a border with a very dark brown acrylic paint so that I have a nice dark frame. My focal points are from a paper collection, his and hers, from 13 Arts. They have really nice papers and other mixed media materials, and they are in Europe. So for my friends in Europe, I buy from them, and it's quite good prices, economical. I'm going to use 3D tape, foam tape, to stick my butterfly with a clock in the middle of the page, and I covered my focal point with matte medium because I'm going to color it, and it will be very easy to color if I make it non-porous. This paper is also from 13 Arts, and I'm going to use the butterflies with a pink color that goes with my page. So I'm going to fussy cut it. I really like the backgrounds that are unexpected with alcohol ink, so probably I will be using it more and more. And I'm going to color the edges of my butterflies with vintage photo distress oxide. You can use anything. And I'm using my Faber-Castell Peak Brush markers to give color to my butterfly and the rest of the image. Because I colored it with, covered it with matte medium, it's very easy to move this ink over my image. I'll give some shading as well. You can use any coloring medium really. You can color it with color pencils, acrylic paints, or anything. I don't want to lose the lines, that's why I'm using a transparent medium. And to give some shading, I'm using a darker color and moving the ink with my hand so that there is some shading and it looks more realistic. I'm using this green to color the rest of the leaves and the butterfly. Meanwhile, I can tell you, you will find the list of supplies as much as I can find them down below at the description area. Also, I have an Instagram page that you can see what I'm up to, more up to date, not waiting for the videos. So you will see my Instagram handle on the screen as well to follow me if you want. I'm going to color inside my clock with this yellow ochre because there are some yellow ochre color on the alcohol ink background. Also, I'm going to give the shading with a dark brown. You will see that I will cover this clock with stickers later, but first I'm going to stick my butterflies up and down. I'm using a normal decoupage glue to do so, and it's going to dry clear, so it will be okay. And I'm only sticking in the middle so it has dimension on the wings as well. I'm using this stamp, background stamp with clocks on it at the background with a dark brown ink from Memento Rich Cocoa, just to give more interest at the background. And since I have a clock on the focal point, it will be nice to have these at the background as well. Now I'm going to cover the clock with stickers. This is transparent color, it's called diamond, and it's going to dry clear, but you will have sparkles. Later on you will see that I didn't like this look, so I'm going to clean it off easily. But for now it's there, and I'm thinking I'm using these chippies from Tim Holtz. There are a bunch of words, sentiments in his collection, and I thought I can use it because it's not an art journal that I will be scared to make bulk. And remember, I cut these strips to make my Yupo paper smaller. Now I decided to use them to add more interest actually. So I'm using double-sided tape behind them and stick them on my page, hopefully on a straight line. I'm not very good with these handiwork. That's why I'm not good at card making as well. And I'm going to stick the other two, and I'm going to stick my sentiment over this strip. I thought it adds a nice interest to the eye, and it has the same colors from the background anyway. I colored my chipboard with vintage photo distress oxide very easily, you saw it, and I'm sticking it with double-sided tape again. These are some jewel dots that I had in my stash, and I thought this color goes very well with my background, so I'm going to stick a couple here and there to add more interest again and a little bit sparkle. This is the moment I decide I want to wipe off these stickers. It didn't dry yet. You see the advantages of covering your focal point with matte medium. It makes it non-porous, so I can wipe off things before they dry. and I decide to use only vintage photo to give color to the clock again. And I was not satisfied with not having some splashes, so I'm using this pink paint from this dress that goes again with the same color at the background to do my splashes here and there, to have some more pink all around. I really like the look and I think it brings everything together. So here is the finished project. I really like the colors of the page and it's kind of simple. Also, I'm really happy with the alcohol ink experience this time. It was my first time using them after my bad experience. So I think we got along for the moment and I can't wait to work on more projects with them. I hope you enjoyed this video too. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe or hit the like button down below. Thanks for watching and see you next time.